You're watching Daily News on Allnews Nigeria. I am Opeyemi Olubimi. Here are the headlines for today. G5 governor set to choose preferred candidate for 2023. Governor OBASEKI promises ATIKU victory ahead of the 2023 poll. IGBOHO blasts Islamic cleric over statement on terrorists. Welcome back. Now the news in details. 5 aggrieved governors of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, the G5, are set to choose between the All Progressives Congress presidential candidate, Bola Tinubu, and the Labour Party's presidential candidate, Peter Obi. There are speculations that the governors who are currently meeting in London, United Kingdom, might be influenced by former President Olusegun Obasanjo's advice that the presidency should come to the southeast in 2023. Meanwhile, supporters of the APC and Labour Party have asked the G5 governors to make the right decisions for Nigerians by endorsing their candidates for a new Nigeria. There have been matters arising from the presidential primaries of the PDP that produced a former Vice President, Atiku Abubakar, in June 2022. The nomination of the Delta State Governor, Ifeanyi Okowa, as the vice presidential candidate ballooned the internal wrangling, with the 5 governors calling for the removal of the national chairman of the party, Senator Iyorchia Ayu. Several efforts by the various organs of the party to pacify the governors hit the rock. Speaking while commissioning a project in Port Harcourt a few days ago, Wike said he will not only tell his people who to vote for, but will campaign for his choice of presidential candidates throughout the country.
From January next year, I will campaign to my people whom they will vote for. I will campaign to my people whom they will vote for. So all of you who have been in suspense, who have been saying all kinds of things, abusing me, wait. January has come. January has come. Not only will I tell them where they will vote, I will move from state to state and why they should vote for the people I think they should vote for.
Similarly, the Benue State Governor, Samuel Ortom, in November, said he would not support Atiku's presidential bid. Ortom, who spoke when he hosted his colleagues in Makurdi, said, "To hell with Atiku and anyone supporting him."
For those of you who have chosen to work and accept the invasion and taking over our land, may God bless you. May God help you. Because God said I should not curse you. If God were to allow me to curse you, I would say you are a cursed person and God will deal with you. Just this week, 18 people were killed from my local government. Innocent people, farmers. I went to teaching hospital. A young man, barely in his 20 years, his 2 eyes were plucked by Fulani herdsmen. And they sent him a message to tell me that as long as I maintain the prohibition of open grazing, they will continue to do this. Another man's hand was chopped. He's still in the teaching hospital. You can go there and see him. And you want me to be celebrating Fulani men? To hell with Atiku and any other Fulani man who says I should make this. And any man supporting Atiku here and all that is an enemy. I want this to be known. As long as I'm governor, and except my people tell me that, look, withdraw from this. If you want to be slaves to the Fulani men, you can go there and be slaves. I can never be a slave. It's better I die than be a slave to any Fulani.
Some predicted a split at the end of the day, as the 5 governors and other chieftains may not go in one direction in choosing a candidate. The 2 governors from the southeast, Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi of Enugu State and Okezie Ikpeazu of Abia State, may also find it hard going against PDP and Labour Party to support APC, considering the political realities of their states. There are predictions about Governor Wike endorsing Tinubu as the group's preferred candidate. His meeting with Tinubu, his visit to Lagos, and endorsement of Sanwo-Olu and other moves are clear indications that Wike could pitch his tent with Tinubu. Meanwhile, the governor of Benue State, Samuel Otom, adding several times, showed support for Obi, describing him as the best person who can solve Nigeria's socio-economic problems. Godwin Obaseki, governor of Edo State, says the All Progressives Congress (APC) will not get 25% of the state's votes in the 2023 elections. Speaking in an interview published by This Day on Wednesday, Obaseki said Atiku Abubakar, presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), will record a landslide victory. He said APC has failed to deliver the expectations of Nigerians, noting that the PDP is the only organic party in the country. Obaseki also added that Atiku and Yoche Ayu, the PDP national chairman, understand the DNA of the party and they will reignite it. In other news, Yoruba Nation agitator Sunday Adeyemo, popularly called Sunday Igboho, has described controversial Islamic cleric Sheikh Ahmad Gumi as a terrorist sympathizer. Igboho disclosed this while reacting to a trending video of the Gumi warning Northerners against voting for politicians who will not grant amnesty to bandits wreaking havoc across the region. According to the Islamic cleric in a report published by Sarah Reporters, the terrorists are warriors who should not be killed but negotiated with. Gumi had in recent times visited gangs of bandits in their hideouts in an attempt to negotiate a peace deal with them. The move by the Sheikh sprang up topical issues among Nigerians, wondering why the government could not bring terrorists to book since a person like Gumi knows their hideouts. Reacting in a statement sent to Sahara Reporters, Igboho said Gumi's statement confirms his conviction that Yoruba people must put their destiny in their own hands. The Yoruba Nation agitator said for the government to make progress in the fight against kidnapping, Nigerians like the Islamic cleric who make unguarded inflammatory statements should be arrested. The self-acclaimed Yoruba agitator was always at the front burner of every issue, especially the Fulani terrorists threatening the peace of Yoruba race. Before the Nigerian government invaded his Soka house in Ibadan, killed some of his men, destroyed properties worth millions of naira, and arrested occupants of the building. Igboho escaped the mayhem and fled to Benin Republic, but was later nabbed alongside his wife by the government of Benin at the Cardinal Bernardin International Airport in Cotonou 3 weeks after he was declared wanted by the Nigerian government. Igboho was set free from detention by the authorities of Benin after several court trials. And that's it on today's news. To keep up with All News Nigeria, you can follow us on all social media platforms displayed on the screen. We'll be back tomorrow with more news updates. Until then, stay tuned. I am Okoyemi Olubili. Do have a good day.